Microsoft plans to integrate OpenAI chatbot technology into Office, Bing, and other products in the near future. According to the independent report that cites a source with direct knowledge of Microsoft's plans, the company is in talks to add OpenAI's artificial intelligence capabilities to Bing, Word, PowerPoint, and other popular Microsoft apps. Adding AI capabilities to Microsoft's apps will let users generate long texts using single prompts. This may also let users create AI-generate emails or design PowerPoint presentations using prompts. The move may also help improve the Outlook email experience using chatbots' capabilities like automated email response, recommendations for writing better emails, and more.
Ocean Energy. Inverness-based Ocean Energy has been developing marine energy systems for over 20 years. The Archimedes WaveSwing technology is a submerged wave power buoy designed to provide reliable and affordable power for maritime communities and offshore applications. The WaveSwing reacts to changes in subsea water pressure caused by passing waves and converts the resulting motion to electricity via a direct drive generator. The system is suitable for deployment in water depths in excess of 25 meters and can be configured for ratings between 25 kilowatts and 250 kilowatts.
PS5 might leak liquid metal, overheat if left vertical. Sony made that clear the first time it unveiled the console hardware, and the system includes a stand that can be oriented horizontally or vertically, as the user prefers. Here's what we know so far. Reports from several different repair shop owners suggest the PlayStation 5's thermal interface material can ooze out from under the CPU under certain circumstances. The PS5 doesn't use a conventional thermal pad, or even high-end thermal paste. Instead, it relies on a liquid metal compound. These compounds transfer heat more effectively than conventional thermal paste, but they come with some drawbacks too.
TikTok is testing a sleep reminders feature that nudges you when it's bedtime. TikTok users regularly complain of hours lost on the platform, especially at night. In an effort to address these concerns, the company is testing new sleep reminders that include the option to set up alerts when it's your bedtime and to mute notifications during the recommended 7 hours of sleep. TikTok confirmed to TechCrunch on Friday that the new sleep reminders are being tested with select users globally. Users who are part of the test will see a new sleep reminders option. The app says sleep reminders will help you know if you reach your sleep time on TikTok to help you get to bed when you want to. After you select a sleep time, you will be reminded to close the app when the clock reaches that time.
Apple reportedly releasing AR/VR headset in fall 2023. After years of frenzied speculation and eager anticipation, it appears that consumers may finally be able to get their hands on Apple's long-awaited AR/VR headset sometime in late 2023. News of the mysterious mixed reality headset's pending release comes just days following the announcement of a new HTC headset with AR functionality. The high-performance Apple headset, reportedly powered by the same M1 chip found in the company's MacBook laptops, is slated to launch with a custom-made operating system and a new app store for mixed reality apps. The Bloomberg report states that the mixed reality headset is set to be unveiled ahead of Apple's Worldwide Developers Conference in June, with a release date scheduled for later in the fall. A small number of high-profile software developers have already received units for testing and have begun developing apps for the device.
Last of Us stays true to the game and hits just as hard. The 2013 PlayStation 3 title, Naughty Dog's The Last of Us, broke ground as a video game that looked more like a prestige TV show or film than just about any other game before it. Players took on the roles of Joel, a long-grieving father-turned-black market smuggler who suffered immeasurable tragedy at the start of a zombie outbreak, and 14-year-old Ellie, an orphan who has only ever known the post-apocalypse militarized and zombie-ridden America. The zombies in The Last of Us aren't the undead. Instead, they are humans infected with the real-life cordyceps fungal infection, which takes over the brain functions of creatures, mostly insects. In The Last of Us, humans are susceptible to this, and become manic, ravenous monsters.
All-electric Candela C8 production flying boat. Whether flying or sailing, Candela brings the production version of its electric hydrofoil C8 watercraft to CES 2023 in Las Vegas. The design envisions the future of sustainable waterborne travel as it silently flies above the waves with maximum efficiency. The Candela C8 debuts as high-speed yet efficient performance at CES 2023. The watercraft, 28-foot long and made with a 100% carbon fiber hull, offers sailors long range at sea using electric. It can reach a top speed of 30 knots, and can cruise for over 2 hours at 20 knots. The boat is the Swedish brand's first production day cruiser equipped with their electric hydrofoil system. The hydrofoils enable the craft to fly above the waves, reducing water friction by 80%.
Ring offers a first look at its home security drone. Ring showed off a concept device it promised would be coming to homes at some point in the future. The Always Home Cam is a mini drone designed to zoom around your home, patrolling for intruders when you weren't in. Now, at CES 2023, the company offered us a first real-world look at the hardware in flight, although it's still reluctant to commit to a release date or a price. The whole package looks more like a kitchen countertop gadget, a smart bread bin, or similar, rather than a security drone. It's a little larger than it looks in Ring's initial demo videos, although not by very much, and while it doesn't look like any other drone on the market, it certainly sounds like one. If you've ever annoyed a pet with a toy mini drone, then you can expect a similarly disgruntled animal whenever this thing is on patrol.
Microsoft looks to tighten ties with OpenAI through potential $10 billion investment and new integrations. Microsoft and OpenAI would strengthen the tech giant's partnership with the ChatGPT maker as it eyes new integrations that leverage breakthroughs from the AI powerhouse. The possible deal, currently the subject of negotiations between the companies, would value OpenAI at $29 billion, with the possibility of Microsoft receiving 75% of OpenAI's profits until it recoups its investment. NASA provides funding for way-out space proposals, including a flying boat for Titan. NASA says it'll distribute up to $2.45 million to 14 teams in support of experimental projects that would be right at home in the pages of a science fiction novel, including a plan to send a flying boat to study the smoggy atmosphere and hydrocarbon-enriched lakes of Titan. The unconventional Titan probe was proposed by a former Boeing mechanic in Gig Harbor, Wash, who says his space venture Planet Enterprises is pretty much a one-man band, at least for now.
Nintendo shines a spotlight on big Switch games coming in 2023. Nintendo recently published a post highlighting some of the big Nintendo Switch games announced for 2023 so far, particularly focused on titles releasing in the first half of 2023. Similar to its competition, Nintendo has yet to reveal much of its plans for the second half of 2023, but more information on that front should come to light later in the year. While Nintendo's full slate of new games for 2023 is still a mystery, the company does have plenty of titles that have been announced for its home console handheld hybrid. This includes third-party, multi-platform releases, as well as first-party exclusive games. Assuming all the games announced for the Switch in 2023 meet their release dates, this year should be absolutely massive for the platform. Scientists developing floating solar farms that can withstand rough oceans. Floating solar farms are solar panels that are installed on the surface of bodies of water such as lakes and reservoirs to save space on land or provide electricity to remote locations. Now engineers and scientists are beginning to develop ways to put solar farms on the surface of the ocean to bring electricity to isolated places, such as the island nation of Indonesia, where more than 1 million people are without access to electricity.
FTX has recovered over $5 billion in cash and liquid crypto. According to FTX attorney Andy Derrick, the troubled cryptocurrency exchange has recovered $5 billion in cash and liquid cryptocurrencies. The exchange is still working to rebuild transaction history, and the total amount of customer shortfall is still unclear. The recovered assets do not include those seized by the Securities Commission of the Bahamas, which largely comprises the exchange's native token. The company plans to sell $4.6 billion worth of non-strategic investments, including subsidiaries such as LedgerX, Embed, FTX Japan, and FTX Europe.
Google Meet emoji reactions are finally here. Google is finally rolling out emoji reactions for Meet, something myself and other colleagues have been patiently waiting for since Google announced the feature last year. Now the video conferencing platform will let you silently send out reactions to colleagues during calls. The emoji don't stay static like they do on Zoom though. A line of reactions used during the call will instead float up the left side of the screen, and will burst if multiple people use the same ones. Small emoji badges will also appear in the upper left corner of your video tile, so you'll get to see who reacted with what.
MetaQuest users can now track their heart rate in VR workouts. Android users will also be able to automatically sync workout data via Health Connect. Meta is adding 2 new fitness-related features to the Meta Quest. The first is Health Connect integration, meaning Android users can finally sync their Quest workout data automatically. Perhaps more exciting for VR fitness buffs, you'll now be able to pair Bluetooth heart rate monitors and view your stats in real time. Health Connect is Google's health API, which allows Android users to share health and fitness data between multiple apps and consolidate that information in one place. OpenAI begins piloting ChatGPT Professional, a premium version of its viral chatbot. OpenAI signaled it'll soon begin charging for ChatGPT, its viral AI-powered chatbot that can write essays, emails, poems, and even computer code. In an announcement on the company's official Discord, OpenAI said that it's starting to think about how to monetize ChatGPT as one of the ways to ensure the tool's long-term viability. The monetized version of ChatGPT will be called ChatGPT Professional. Apparently, that's according to a waitlist link OpenAI posted in the Discord server, which asks a range of questions about payment preferences including
3D printing reaches new heights with two-story home. The enormous printer weighing more than 12 tons is creating what is believed to be the first 3D printed, two-story home in the United States. The machine steadily hums away as it extrudes layers of concrete to build the 4,000-square-foot home in Houston. Construction will take a total of 330 hours of printing, said architect Leslie Locke, co-founder of design studio Hannah, and designer of the home. The project is a 2-year collaboration by Hannah, Perry 3D Construction and Sive, a construction engineering company. Airbus is testing out autonomous flying tech in some of its planes. The automated technology, which has been branded as the company's Dragonfly project, includes automated emergency diversion and cruise, automatic landing, and taxi assistance, Airbus says. The company is testing out the new features using an A350,000 aircraft at the Toulouse-Blagnac Airport, which is a test site for Airbus. The experimentation is being conducted by Airbus UPNext, a subsidiary of the aerospace giant that validates new technology before rolling it out to the wider fleet.
Startup making sensors out of paper unveils eye-tracking sleep mask. Soma Sleep Mask can track the eye movements associated with REM, rapid eye movement, sleep, a sleep stage associated with dreaming that is key for learning and memory. The device could help people really recognize changes in the quality of sleep, changes in rapid eye movement, that can be caused by external influences. The tech has the potential to be integrated with current sleep monitoring apps and hardware that measure functions like motion, respiration, and heart rate. Web3 can help artists and companies manage music metadata. The music industry has not shied away from its keenness on adopting Web3 solutions. From non-fungible tokens, NFTs, helping artists connect with their communities to blockchain being used for various use cases, including event ticketing. Another relevant implementation of the technology to be considered by industry insiders is how Web3 tools can help artists and companies manage music metadata. In the current Web2 music industry, numerous organizations are dedicated to the management of music metadata, along with its licensing.